Some covers, video game covers over the years, will have like an inverted cover art, right? Which is pretty cool. Most of the cases, on the opposite side is going to be white, right? So it's going to be a blank cover, right? But on some cases, right, a very few will have those cover arts, right? Which is pretty cool. I did do this video before, a similar type of video about this before, right? But these ones are going to be more of the more recent ones that I found. First one here being a Killzone 3. So Killzone 3, that's the actual cover. For Killzone 3, that's the actual cover. But the inverted cover is this cool kind of grid. I see like this grid, and you know, there's a lot going on here. Lots of carnage, lots of chaos in the background. There's a war going on, obviously, and it really shows the divide, destruction going on. I like that kind of dark greenish, kind of a yellowish sky, right? This is an example like of one of a very cool kind of inverse cover. Another one's gonna be Mafia 2. So Mafia 2, right? That's a cover, and then the other side, right? They're burying somebody. I like the background there, right? Where it shows the city and the towers in the background. The Bourne Conspiracy has a very nice one. So that's a Bourne Conspiracy cover. That's a Bourne Conspiracy, and then the other side is this cool kind of yellow light, right? And the Bourne Conspiracy is basically kind of like this crazy action game, right? There's mailing, there's shooting, and this one shows it here, right? You know, the explosion in the background. You know, very cool, very cool. Like it, you know, like it really represents action. One of my favorite ones too, as well, is Doom, the original, the Doom 2016. Is this the remake? Let me know down below if this is the remake. But that's a cover, and then the inverse cover is just Doom. So obviously a lot of chaos going on there. There's a lot going on like on this one. I like the orange, you know, and all the demons obviously like are rushing out towards him. And if you ever play Doom, right, it's very cool. It's very chaotic. It's very crazy. It's very fun, right? Constantly killing, you know, demons coming after you. You know, enemies coming after you. But yeah, very cool. Miles Morales. So Miles Morales. This one is pretty simple, but that's the cover, and then the other side is this. That's the game Miles Morales, and then this is like a comic book animated Miles Morales, which is pretty cool. Coded Arms. Now this is a game I highly recommend if you're on PSP. It's not a common game, but it's a very fun game. Now that's a cover. Now this one I really like. I like the unique paint style. It's a very unique paint style, and it's a very techno futuristic science fiction style game. You know, like I really like this cover. This inverse cover. No, Hot Pursuit. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, which is my favorite racing game of all time. That's a cover. If you flip the cover, it's a map. So it's basically a map. This one had like multiple different maps, but like the different areas that you go to, right, in the game, and just some beautiful sceneries as you're racing through these areas. But the map, I like the map. I would have rather this one be like a separate kind of map within the actual game cartridge, but it is pretty cool. Infamous Second Son. This one's pretty simple, a very basic one, but it's basically the same cover again. But this one, you know, it represents the morality. So you know, where there's the blue raven, and then there's a red raven, right? So the red raven represents evil, the blue raven represents the good choices that you make, and etc. Knack, another one is going to be Knack. Knack, that's a cover. Knack 2, sorry. And then the other side is a close-up of Knack, right? And the larger version, you know, like when he gets big. And the last one here that I have is Rage 2. Rage 2, that's a cover. And the other cover, the inverted cover too as well. It's this game reminds me a lot of Mad Max. It reminds me a lot of Mad Max, the environments. So yeah, those are inverted covers. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.